Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about insults and how you can deflect them. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment down below, like, subscribe, enjoy. So let's start by the basics. What is insult? An insult is something that somebody says to us, but an insult doesn't have to have an immediate effect, and most of the time it doesn't only affect us for a moment. Some example of insults can be if somebody ignores you, if somebody calls you stupid, someone is saying that you are wrong, or maybe they are implying that they are superior on you. For me, I can tell you that a lot of times when I was at high school or when I was in the army, I got insulted a lot of times. I became okay with the insults. I became numb to being insulted. So at first we need to understand what insults does to us. Insults lead to three different problems. It leads to anger, it leads to anxiety, and it leads to depression. The problem with all these three feelings is that they are self-destructive. Let's give an example. So if I'm driving and somebody on the road annoyed me, what I would do is probably I would yell at them. Most of the time, of course, the yelling will be when the window is even closed. And it's really stupid to think of it that way. Because this anger is not even relevant. This anger didn't even change anything. And it won't change anything. So if someone made you angry, they already took the key to your happiness. So for me, I found out that meditation and the culture of Stoicism helps me a lot lately with dealing with insults. The reason to why meditation helps is because it helps you to be mindful about the current time and moment. And if you look on the culture of Stoicism, and if you look from the side of Stoicism, what we are saying is that insults is even better for us, because it forces us to become better. Because if you don't get to experience something, then how can you become better with it? The cool thing is that once you become numb to the insults, and you won't be upset from anything, you will become invincible, and you will take the key back to your hand. So let's see different ways that you can deflect an insult. One thing that you need to remember when somebody insults you is that they are seeking validation. The validation test is something that somebody does in order to see if they are equal or better than you. Let's see different ways that you can deflect an insult. For me, I found out that deflecting with humor is the best way. So I usually handle insults by laughing back at them. So if somebody will say, for example, that I have a cheap car, then I, for example, can say, yes, this is the cheapest car I could have found. If I could have found cheaper, then I would. If you've been to stand-up shows, then you know this is exactly what stand-upists do. Another way that you can deflect an insult is by ignoring them. When we choose to ignore and not respond to an insult, the insult loses their power over us. So if somebody insults you and you ignore them, or go by saying whatever, the person will start losing their mind and they will start puzzling around to what happened. For me, for example, when I was younger, I used to go to bars and to eat on women. And when you try to eat on women, you usually start by flirting with them. One of these ways is usually by insulting them with something lightly. But what I would see is that some women liked it and some women just ignored it. But when the woman ignored it, I definitely didn't know what to do next. And the third way to ignore an insult is by deflecting with a comeback. The problem is that being witty and knowing exactly what to say and how to push the line harder is really something hard to do. Something funny that happened to Winston Churchill is that Nancy Astor told him that if they were married, she would have put poison in his coffee. But Winston Churchill was wit, and he was able to come with a comeback and say, Nancy, if we were married, I would drink it. The idea is that you must remember that getting experience from insults is great, because it helps you build a wall of principles. It helps you know who you are exactly. And when Steve Jobs was being insulted by one of his audience members, 1997, he went by explaining that not everyone will like you. The cool thing is that you don't need somebody to like you, and that you should prefer being loved by your friends. And that can happen only once you'll be yourself. And once you'll be yourself, the people that will like you will actually love you. The others are not really important. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you love this video, don't forget to comment down below, like, subscribe, enjoy your day.